Good evening, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. It is already Sunday night. I was just here the other day saying, woohoo, it's the weekend. And now it's already Sunday evening. Well, it was a beautiful day here in the Hudson Valley. Extremely warm, so I spent some time out early in the morning in my yard and then later on this evening in my yard. I am now inside and I am treating myself to a beer. I am currently watching the movie 16 Candles. I've seen it probably 25 times, if not more, and I'm still willing to watch it because I think it's a great movie and it still makes me smile and makes me laugh. All right, well, can you guys guess what time it is? Yes, I went to Dollar Tree. So I did find a few things. I can say that every single item in this video, a buck and a coin. There were 2 items from the Halloween department that had that nasty old red sticker on there. And speaking of red stickers, I'll show you in a moment, but those were still ringing up at $125. I am not going to stop the cashier and say, oh wait, those should be $150 or whatever. That's their problem, not mine. Still so many people sitting on the floors with rolls and rolls of these red dots. And I know I've been talking about these red dots. Well, guess what? I did. I was in Dollar Tree and they, what was the aisle I was going down? Oh, it was the aisle where they have like all the dog food and stuff. And there's like all these rolls of dots just laying randomly open all over the floor. And I mean, I'm rolling over them in my cart. I'm like, oh yeah, hell no. You know what? Maybe I saved a few items. I don't know. But here's are those red dots that they're putting on those nasty items there. So I saved some for myself. All right, so let's get into this Dollar Tree haul together. Just a couple things here and there. But I thought they were great finds considering they all came in at $125. So I'm going to start off in the aisle where household department, where you get like your stain removers and things like that. I hadn't seen this before. This is extra fluffy wrinkle release with lavender, odor eliminator, and fabric refresher, and it's in 3 fluid ounces. Now, this same company, I showed you maybe a week ago, the pack of 6 wipes for stain removal. So now they have it so for wrinkle release. So this would be perfect, you know, trial size stuff for if you're traveling, or maybe you just have a small space and you need to keep your stuff limited to sizes. That would be perfect. I also found this, which I thought was cool. It's going to give you 1 pen and 4 packets, and this is the stain remover on the go. I thought that was still a really good buy. Great again for travel. You've got the pen as well as the wipes there. So I grabbed myself that as well. Over in the aisle where you get your toothbrushes and stuff like that, I did pick these up, and I usually pick these up every year because they always have them, because I reuse these containers. These are by the company Smile, S-M-Y-L, and this is a 35 count of Arctic Winter Mint, and that's a flavored, and it's basically for flossing. They also had back in stock the tropical watermelon, and you're getting 35 of those as well. But I also like these little containers for traveling, and I reuse them. I just get rid of the sticker here that's on top. All right, over in where you get your toothbrushes and things like that, I know I've been hauling a lot of this lately, but I'm getting ready to send a package to my grandson in California. And right now he is like just all about the Hot Wheels, like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I got some Hot Wheels last week at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to send him a little pack of sweets. And I thought, if I'm going to be sending sweets, then I better be sending something to take care of those toofies. So I saw this Hot Wheels cup. It's also a brush holder with a toothbrush. So for all 3 of those pieces, I thought that would be fun to put in there. And then they have these double packs by Brush Buddies as well. And you get 2 packs of the brushes in there, and it's also got the Hot Wheels. So I thought Mom and Dad would probably appreciate that after I put this package together and there's all these candies in there. They also had my favorite. They had Peppa Pig. So I got these for here in the house just to keep in the cabinet. I always keep like extra toothbrushes and all those kinds of things in the cabinet because you just never know. All right, over in the makeup aisle, I was surprised to find a couple of things. These were kind of on my wish list because I had seen them hauled. These are Happy Skin, Happy Health. Lemon sherbet scented. That sounds yummy. This is a brightens and plumps skin facial scrub with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. I actually picked up 2 of these. They feel all nice and squishy. They've got the cap up here. So in my opinion, this is probably, I would say for me, at least 4 different uses. What I like about this is you just twist it open and this is like a mud mask. So I did pick up 2 of those. Interested to see how those smell. If you guys want to see a facial review, let me know down below. They also had, by the same company, this one is mixed berry scented and it's berry glowy jelly face wash with tea tree oil and glycolic acid. I don't think I said that right, but so I got 2 of these as well. They also had, now those were in like a little display, but in the same display, they had this, which is a face toner with cericides and peptides, and it is Happy Skin, Healthy Skin, Cherry Sparkle, and this is 3.38 fluid ounces. A nice cool looking bottle like there. I love the way that the oil mixes together, because here's your darker and then here's your lighter. It just reminds me of like a tequila sunrise. Listen to me, right? All right, to go in that same display, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in the same display. They had by the same company, and these are cleanser toner pads, and you're getting 40 in here. Coconut oil and glycerin. So there it is right there. If you're wondering if it does have a cover, yes it does. Right there, so you would tear that apart. So that's super cool. I did not share with you if this one has a cover, because it does, just to let you know. And that cover is right there. It is all sealed. I like to show you that because you know what? It matters to me. Sometimes I won't get an item because it's not covered. Now this I found in the makeup and beauty aisle, and this does not have a cover on it, but my daughter likes it. And this is Fabulous by Isaac Mazzari. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but this is 6.7 fluid ounces, and it's a perfumed shower gel. I must admit, I did take a sniff in the store because like I mentioned, these do not have seals, which for me, that's me. But it does have a really nice smell to it. So if that's something that you're into, there you go right there. And this is manufactured in the United States. All right, also in makeup and beauty, this was a cool find. This is by MHB, Must Have Beauty. This is a mini LED lamp. What? A mini LED lamp? Yep. A mini LED light. Now, I've got my scissors ready here. I'm a little prepared. We're going to open this up because I want to show you how cool this is. Let me just get it open here. So they had these little lights in a big display. And next to the display, they had these nail wraps. All right, so in the package, first of all, you're getting a USB cord to plug into your charger, your wall, whatever you have. And then here is the actual light. If you flip it over, it's got 2 little kickstands that you break out here. Well, it was easier when I did it before. Okay, there we go. All right, so it kind of reminds me of like a little TV tray, you know, pretty cool. So here is where you're going to be plugging it in at right there. And there's your on and off button. And then you're going to just basically put it on your desk or your table or wherever you're doing your nails. And once the light is on, you're going to be inserting your hand underneath there to cure these nail strips. So let me put the little nail light over there. And they had, oh my gosh, so many different packages, but I only picked up 4 different ones. So let me show you the colors first. You're going to get 12 pieces, and these are LED semi-cured nail strips, all right? So here was the first color I found. And then here is the second color. As you can see, this is red and this is more of a pink. Here is the third color. And last but not least, here is the fourth. They had so many more. So let me go into this pink one here because I'm hoping that that's going to show up on screen. All right, so again, you're getting 12 pieces. These are so cool. Man, I wish they had this stuff when we were younger and growing up. Oh my goodness. All right, so here are the strips that you're going to get. You're going to take these strips. You're going to put them on your nail. Cut them to size. You're then going to cure them under the light. And bada bing, bada boom. You got nails, man. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try these out. If you guys want to see me do a review, right now I have like all stubbies. But it'll still probably work because it's just sticking to your nail bed. So yeah. I don't know how many other different nail strips they had, but they had a bunch. And actually, you know, this is big enough where you could do your toes if you wanted to. You absolutely could do your toes. So totally cool. Again, in the makeup department. All right, sweets and treats. I only came across one thing, which it kind of got my attention. It says toxic waste, hazardous sour candy, net weight 1.7 ounces. So it's like this garbage can or a waste can. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to check it out together because I don't know if it's one of those like lollipop thingies. Excuse me, or what. But I will open it so we can find out together. All right. Oh my goodness. So that's filled. Look at all these candies. Oh my gosh. Of course I had to drop some. So it's filled with all these little candies. And there's quite a few in there. Look at all those. That would be perfect for a stocking. This one says blue raspberry, hazardously sour candy, blue raspberry, lemon, watermelon, apple. I think that's all of them. Nope. And black cherry. All right. Well, I won't dare stick one of those in my mouth right now. Maybe at the very end of the video because I still have a couple more things to share with you. All right. These should have been coming up, I'm assuming, $1.50, but they weren't. So I'm in New York. I can't promise you that that's going to happen where you are. I think literally they're catching up everywhere. But even at the $1.50, the buck and 2 coins, I still think they're cute. And that's these ghosts. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. So let me pull off her tag. On the bottom, you've got your switch. You don't have to put batteries or anything in them. Now, I've already lit her up, and I'm saying it's a her because she's got a little bow in her hair, and I can call her a her if I wanna. They light up, but I don't know, maybe it's just me having one of my moments. I'll light this up for you. And maybe you guys will see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you'll totally see what I'm talking about. Or maybe you won't. I love the fact that she glows. But for me, because I'm such a picky bitch, it seems like, it's like, what are all these, like, blotches in here? I don't know. I just feel like they could have done a better job, like, make her glow all the way. I'm thinking, like, maybe once I put some spider webs on there or something, it'll go away. But I did get 2. Let me try the other one and see if she's the same. You know, maybe it's just me being picky, but yeah, I am kind of picky, I guess. Oh, see, this one's like that, too. See, like, the globs I'm talking about inside? It's like they're not lit up all the way, but they're still cute. Love her to pieces. So, yes, I did get myself a couple of those. Again, they had those scummy red dots on there. I fully intended to pay the buck and, 2 coins, but I didn't have to because they rang up. Again, all Dollar Trees are just so different right now. If you have price scanners in your store, use them. Because sometimes you can find a deal, and whatever it scans in the store is what's attached to the actual registers in the store. So if it's scanning one price in the store, it's going to scan the same up front because those are hooked together. So just a little piece of advice if you didn't know. Now, I thought this was super cool. Came in for $1 and a coin. This was in the aisle where you get all your games and stuff like that. It's called Shotgun, the road trip game. First person, it says for ages 12 and up. First person who gets a wave from someone in another car wins 2 points. Oh, good Lord. First person to spot a body of water gets a point. So yeah, this looks really fun. It's got a draw pouch. It contains 200 cards. Let me give you a 360 all the way around. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to keep it sealed up, and I'm going to actually put it in one of the vehicles. Well, I call one of the vehicles that we like go out around in, I call it the family truckster. So I think I'll put it in there. But here's the back side with everything that you get. Again, 200 cards. I have no idea how much this would have originally been. I'm sure more than a buck and a coin, but what a great gift for anybody that travels with kids or just travels, period. Again, it's for ages 12 and up. You know your kids your best, but I thought this would be a super fun thing for myself, and now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have got another one because, yeah, it would have made a great gift. All right, that's going to wrap up this Dollar Tree haul, but I'm picking a flavor. Let me try blue raspberry. Yeah, I'm drinking a beer, and now I'm going to try a sour piece of candy. These look really tiny, though, but let's check them out. All right, they're not so tiny. They're about the size of a Sucrete. Do you guys remember Sucretes? Sucretes? It looks like a Sucrete. All right, so we're going to give it a taste test. Again, it's by the company Tox. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. No way in hell. That tastes horrible. Ooh, doggy. Those are... Those are horrible. Oh my God. I honestly would not give those to a kid. They taste really chemically. Hence toxic waste. I don't know, you guys. It really was not a pleasant, it wasn't like a sour like a Warhead. It was like a chemical taste. Don't like it. I would almost contact the company about that. That is horrific. Absolutely horrific. Manufactured by Candy Dynamics in Carmel, Indiana. Huh. I don't know about you guys, but this was horrific in my opinion. Not sour at all. So chemical. I need another beer. All right, everyone. Oh, that was really bad. That was bad. That was really, really bad. All right, everybody. I so enjoyed this me time with all of you. But unfortunately, it has come to an end for this time around. Is my tongue blue? Nope. I thought I had something else I was going to share with all of you, but I don't remember. That was just disgusting. All right, everybody. Until next time, a big hug from me to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.